I think we have a few family members that would like to speak. I think Paul Ryan would like to say a few words.
Just a couple of anecdotes about Michael and my father and our relationship with him. I went to Fenway Park opening day 1966. And Michael was catching behind the plate. And my father, we had front row seats because there's only 6,000 people in the stands. So Michael's out warming up the pitchers, start the game. My father goes like this. He goes, geez, Hank Sore. He goes, my roommate from Providence College umpiring a game. He said, Michael should get some calls today. Now the managers come out with the lineup cards. Who's walking over from the Cleveland bench but Bertie Tebbetts, who lived down the hall at Providence College from the both of them. Okay, my father goes, yo, Bertie, Hank. Bertie looks like this. He goes, Hank, who is it? He goes, it's Coach, like that. They come over to the side of the screen. My father takes me over, introduced me to him. And honest to God, Michael's wound up the pitcher like this. And all of a sudden you hear, yo, Uncle Paul, we got a ball game to play. Just like that. No word of life. One of the funniest things I ever saw. And then one night, the National League bullpen coach, appointed by Red Schoendienst, was Michael at the Cleveland Municipal Stadium. I'm watching the game, and I said, I can't believe Michael hasn't got Bruce Sutter up, warming up. I said, I want the National League to win. I said, jeepers. I said, I wish I got I said, that's it, I'm calling. I was at the 99 restaurant. I called from the phone booth, like this. What would you like to call? Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Okay, bang, right through. Cleveland Municipal Stadium. How can I help you? You're the National League bullpen, please. Right through. You go. All you hear is this. Yo, Ryan here. Michael. In 3 words, he knew my voice. He goes, Paul, what are you doing? How'd you get through? I said, I'm just wondering why Suter isn't up. He goes, I'll see you at Daniel's wedding. We'll talk about it. Like that. Other than that, I remember the day in 1965 or 66. The first 2 home runs Michael hit in Detroit. Almost got a third. It was a double off the wall. He hit him off Julian Navarro, who was a pretty good pitcher. I remember that like it was yesterday, playing basketball here at Swasey's Field that afternoon, listening to the radio of the game. All excited. I think I ran all the way home, which did many a time from Swasey's. But it was just great knowing Michael, and every time Michael drove up the street from a ball game or just seeing him, he was my idol. And I'll tell you something, it was a thrill. He walked out of the house one day, he's going to a game in Boston, he's leaving to go. This is the last story, I promise. And he looks across the street, my father's out in the front yard doing something. And he yells over, he goes, yo, Uncle Paul, you ever play against a knuckleballer? Like that. He says, yeah. He says, well, how do you hit him? He goes, you got to stand flat-footed. Don't move. He goes, the ball's moving all over the place. Don't you move. Michael got 2 hits that day off the Belmont's own. Who was it? Wilbur Wood. Right. Wilbur Wood. So those are my 3. I've got more of them, but that's enough. So thank you very much, Sue. Great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. You know, over the last few months, I've had the opportunity to communicate with both Jimmy and Suzanne, and it's been a pleasure. They were the driving force that I spoke to, with the family to get this done. So if we could have Jimmy Ryan come on up and Suzanne.
I'd like to thank the mayor for making this day possible. Thank you. You've been wonderful.
We are honored to have you here.
And it was wonderful to hear those words. And thank you to the city council, your staff who sent out all the paperwork, to Vinny, who I probably drove crazy trying to get this thing done, and to all of his friends and relatives who made it possible for this bench to be here. And I want to just bring, you all knew Michael as an adult, all grown up. You watched him play ball and grow up and go off and get married and all that. But I want to just bring you back to when he was just a little kid. on 35 Observatory Avenue. This is why he loves Swasey's. He would come down over that hill, probably 7, 8 years old, with his
T-shirt.
trousers on and a used glove, and come down here and wait for just anybody to throw him a ball. And he did that every day, all summer, day after day after day. And you were correct, Mayor, when you said about dedication and perseverance. That's what that was that got him to where he achieved. And he would wait around and even miss supper sometimes. And he said, I'd like to wait for the big guys to come. He said, because they could really fire it. And so the reason I bring that little story up is to say he loved this place. He never forgot it. Whenever we came to Haverhill, we'd swing by. And today it's come full circle that he's here in this bench. Thank you all.
So Suzanne and Jimmy, can we have you folks, Suzanne and Jim, up here? And along with the mayor, if you want to unveil the bench.
All right,
Okay.
Vinny, you give us the count when
Okay.
Man, you do it. No, I want you to do it, please.
1, 2, 3. If you come around and look at the front of the bench, it's got a picture of Mike and his career achievements. And it's a beautiful bench to sit and watch the ball game.